One the miles up.
Star rises past static and interference. Noise dissolves, one's altitude increases. Perspective stretches wider than rooftops. Patterns appear, one's distance grows. Mental elevation removes urgency. Reaction slows into calculation. Clarity replaces impulse. Vision sharpens without effort. Ideas float where pressure thins. Breath steadies. Focus expands. Distractions lose gravity below. Crowds chase reflections. Above, meaning consolidates. Movement becomes intentional. Every step aligns with reason. The mind functions cleaner in open air. No clutter from expectation. No distortion from panic. Only structure and awareness. Knowledge stacks like late atmosphere. Each level filters distortion. Truth travels lighter. Falsehood sinks fast. Thought outruns emotion through discipline. Emotion waits for permission. Control governs expression. Expression reflects mastery. Language gains precision at height. Words land cleaner. Concepts interlock smoothly. Nothing collides by accident. Street lessons merge with cosmic scale. Ground wisdom meets abstract thought. Survival meets philosophy. Balance forms naturally. Observation replaces reaction. Reaction wastes energy. Energy conserved extends reach. Reach expands influence. From this vantage point, contradictions surface. Power structures reveal seams. Illusions flatten. Motives become transparent. Crowded narratives lose authority. Independent thought strengthens. Belief systems recalibrate. Autonomy sharpens intellect. Time feels different above the rush. Minutes stretch into insight. Urgency fades. Deliberation rules here. Ego carries no weight. Posturing evaporates. Substance defines presence. Presence sustains itself. Ideas move like constellations. Interconnected, ordered, purposeful. Each concept traces lineage. History informs trajectory. Trajectory predicts outcome. Outcome confirms principle. Material pursuits shrink in scale. Value shifts inward. Wealth measured through understanding. Understanding compounds endlessly. Words once spoken loosely gain gravity. Precision demanded. Intent scrutinized. Truth refined. Silence gains authority. Listening surpasses speaking. Reception outweighs projection. Wisdom favors patience. Conflict appears small from this range. Drama loses urgency. Revenge loses appeal. Resolution gains value. Patterns of manipulation become visible. Fear used as leverage. Ignorance monetized. Awareness disrupts systems. From here, movement below feels frantic. Speed mistaken for progress. Volume mistaken for impact. Direction mistaken for dominance. Calm outperforms chaos. Consistency outlasts intensity. Depth outlives flash. Stillness reveals strength. Thought travels uninterrupted. No advertisements, no coercion, no distortion. Mind operates in clean cycles. Input processed fully. Output measured carefully. Efficiency improves. Legacy emerges as responsibility. Influence treated cautiously. Messages crafted with care. Consequences respected. Learning never pauses at altitude. Questions multiply. Curiosity sharpens. Understanding deepens. Every belief faces inspection. Weak ones dissolve. Strong ones adapt. Truth remains flexible yet firm. The world below chases certainty. Here uncertainty fuels growth. Intelligence replaces fear. Inquiry replaces defense. Ideas breathe freely. No censorship from trend. No dilution from mass appeal. Integrity preserved. Strategic thinking replaces brute force. Planning surpasses reaction. Preparation ensures stability. Stability enables longevity. The mind sheds unnecessary armor. Defenses recalibrated. Openness returns. Strength remains intact. Observation turns inward as well. Self-examine honestly. Flaws acknowledged. Growth initiated. Past mistakes lose sting. They transform into data. Data informs adjustment. Adjustment refines character. Memory serves navigation, not regret, not nostalgia. Reference. Emotion finds equilibrium, neither suppressed nor dominant. Balanced expression emerges. Control maintained. ambition reframes itself. Not accumulation, not conquest, contribution. Thoughts align with long horizons. Short-term wins lose appeal. Sustainable impact matters, time respected. Knowledge transfers through example, not command, not volume. Consistency teaches. The higher this mindset climbs, the quieter the need for validation. Approval loses currency. Purpose gains authority. No applause required, no witness is necessary. Work continues internally, results appear externally. Clarity feels expansive, not cold, not detached, liberated.
Yo. Streets breathe lessons into every crack. Pavement teaches faster than classrooms. Eyes adjust to patterns of movement. Awareness replaces comfort. Survival starts as observation, not strength, not noise. Attention decides outcome. Crowd shift with invisible rules. Energy changes block by block. Posture speaks before language. Signals travel without sound. Systems press weight on the shoulders early. Pressure normalizes struggle. Struggle sharpens instincts. Instincts rewrite priorities. Every choice carries consequence. Small actions ripple out with time. It matters more than force. Force without thought collapses. Corners train reaction speed. Trust forms slowly. Betrayal move fast. Memory catalogs faces. Money circulates unevenly. Power hides behind paperwork. Authority disguises fear. Control relies on imbalance. Voices rise when truth threatens comfort. Silence greets inconvenient facts. Knowledge travels underground. Ignorance stays sponsored. Young minds inherit broken structures. Rules enforced selectively. Justice bends under influence. Survival demand strategy. Eyes learn to read intent. Micro movements reveal plans. Confidence hides behind calm. Fear leaks through excess motion. Hands stay steady through repetition. Practice sharpens execution. Execution saves time. Time saves lives. Information costs effort. Effort filters commitment. Commitment builds resilience. Resilience outlasts chaos. Environment tests adaptability daily. Rigid thinking fractures. Flexibility absorbs shock. Adjustment preserves momentum. News cycles distract focus. Headlines rotate fear. Reality stays constant beneath noise. Truth demands digging. Police lights cut through darkness. Authority announces itself loudly. Safety remains conditional. Compliance does not guarantee peace. History repeats with new faces. Same scripts. Different years. Lessons ignore return harsher. Anger feels justified early. Rage burns energy. Discipline channels force. Control multiplies impact. Educating arise through consequence. Mistakes leave marks. Experience edit behavior. Wisdom arrives scarred. Peer pressure rewards recklessness. Recklessness attracts headlines. Survival prefers patience. Patience rarely trends. Dreams form under pressure. Hope fights gravity. Purpose anchors movement. Direction stabilizes ambition. Language shapes resistance. Words organize thought. Thought directs action. Action reshapes environment. Oppression adapts. Quietly, power never sleeps. Exploitation refines tactics. Awareness demands evolution. Community forms through shared struggle. Unity amplifies voice. Isolation weakens defense. Collective effort shifts ground. Ego invites targeting. Humility preserves cover. Visibility increases risk. Low profile extends reach. Weapons appear in many forms. Misinformation, desperation, silence. Mental armor matters most. Belief systems require maintenance. Doubt spreads unchecked. Confidence grows through proof. The streets reward pattern recognition. Repetition reveals traps. Traps reset quickly. Complacency pays interest. Music carries coded messages. Rhythm trains heartbeat. Lyrics transmit survival notes. Culture preserves memory. Resistance wears many faces. Some loud, some quiet, all intentional. Food desert shape behavior. Scarcity fuels conflict. Access defines outcome. Policy writes fate indirectly. Every generation faces its test. Different tools, same obstacles. Adaptation decides survival. Friends vanish through cycles. Incarceration, violence, distance. Loss matures perspective. Grief clarifies priorities. Presence gains value. Moments stop feeling disposable. Learning stays continuous. No graduation announced. Mastery remains temporary. Growth demands humility. To clutch it, it accelerates exposure. Surveillance expands reach. Privacy eroded slowly. Awareness
Propaganda stays essential. Propaganda sells comfort. Comfort dulls vigilance. Vigilance sustains freedom. Freedom demands upkeep. The system awards compliance publicly. Punishes dissent quietly. Rebellion requires calculation. Impulse feeds opposition. Mental health strains under pressure. Trauma normalizes itself. Healing demands space. Space feels rare. Language of power disguises intent. Policy is framed as protection. Enforcement targets selectively. Data reveals patterns. Every block holds history. Unmarked stories linger, names forgotten publicly. Impact remains personal. Trust builds through consistency. Words mean little alone. Action verifies intent. Integrity earns loyalty. Young voices challenge stagnation. Elders offer warnings. Dialogue bridges gaps. Silence widens them. Fear functions as control. Media amplifies threat. Reality feels distant. Proximity reveals truth. Economic traps recycle labor. Wealth concentrates upward. Opportunity narrows downward. Mobility stalls. Creativity resists confinement. Expression finds cracks. Art documents struggle. Culture survives repression. Night shifts thinking patterns. Darkness sharpens awareness. Light exposes crime suppression. Night shifts thinking patterns. Darkness sharpens awareness. How to change the watch reflection. How to change the watch reflection. Direction.
The room stays quiet enough to hear intent. Dust floats above equipment like witnesses. No applause needed for function. Work speaks through repetition. Screens glow without promise and reward. Numbers move while ethics stay still. Choice defines direction every time. Shortcuts whisper loud lies. Trends rotate fast like cheap wheels. Paint peels once pressure hits. What lasts carries weight. What shines fades early. Voices ask for something simpler. Less edge, more comfort. Comfort builds precision. Precision builds legacy. The system loves copies. They stack neatly on shelves. Originals resist packaging. Resistance costs time. Hands adjust levels with patience. Balance matters more than volume. Clarity survives noise. Excess collapses structure. Fame tempts with speed. Speed ignores consequences. Mill imps and without control crashes. Control outlives momentum. Crowds react to familiarity. They clap before listening. Repetition trains expectation. Expectation strangles growth. Sound carries intention or nothing. Empty polish reflects emptiness. Depth resists mass production. Meaning demands effort. Contracts promise reach. They demand compromise. Ink binds more than paper. Freedom pays up front. Marketing speaks louder than craft. Numbers shout over substance. Charts forget quickly. Principles remember forever. Rooms filled with borrowed styles. Mirrors line the walls. Everyone watching, everyone few building anything. Authenticity scares committees. It refuses instruction. Unpredictable ideas disrupt schedules. Schedules value safety. Polish hides cracks briefly. Pressure exposes structure. Only solid frames endure. Foundation decides lifespan. Language sharpens when honest. Blunt truth cuts through padding. No decoration required. Message stands alone. Mass approval flattens edges. Edges define character. Smooth surfaces slide away. Grip requires texture. Money chases reflection. Reflection bends identity. Identity stretched too thin. Snaps. Integrity holds shape. Silence protects process. Progress hates interruption. Announcements invite interference. Results arrive quietly. Fashion cycles eat themselves. Yesterday returns with new labels. Substance never left it weighted. Mentors speak without microphones. Lessons pass hand to hand. History teaches without hype. Those listeners survive longer. Craft grows slow by design. Russian skips understanding. Understanding builds control. Control frees expression. Noise competes for attention. Attention fragments focus. Focus produces quality. Water ignores trends. Labels love predictability. Predictability sells. Sales expire. Relevance fades. Purpose stays immune to seasons. It adjusts without bending. Adaptation differs from surrender. Line stays clear. Every choice writes alignment. Every compromise leaves residue. Residue accumulates quietly. Clean up course more later. The market rewards surface early. Depth collects value slowly. Time judges fairly. Patience wins long games. Echoes of borrowed voices fill rooms. Original tone sounds foreign. Foreign scares investors. Safety repeats itself. Tools do not define outcome. Hands guide direction. Skill outlasts equipment. Knowledge compounds. Critics chase novelty. Novelty expires fast. Consistency builds trust. Trust survives cycles. Work happens off schedule. Away from spotlights. Process dislike. Spectators' growth prefers solitude. Reputation forms from pattern. One hit means little. Sustained intent. Proof stands. History tallies. Behavior redaction. Choices reveal priorities. Corners cut. Weak instruction.
structure, care sharpens edges, details decide quality. Mainstream pass wide and quickly they dilute meaning. Narrow roads test resolve builds voice. Feedback arrives from every side. Most noise lacks value. Discernment filters signal, silence clarifies. Creators face mirrors daily. Reflection asks questions. Answers demand honesty. Honesty rejects shortcuts. The crowd moves together. Individuals disappear inside a distinct vision. Requires distance. Distance causes comfort. Formulas repeat because they work for numbers. Numbers ignore soul ignores metrics. Time exposes motivation. Quick gains fade. Long intent compounds. Legacy forms quietly. Influence follows consistency, not popularity. Spikes drop fast. Plateaus build strength. Every verse or stroke carries stance. Neutrality favors profit. Position invites resistance. Resistance proves purpose. Sound built for everyone fits. No one specific intent cuts deeper. Depth attracts those ready. Others move on. Creation stays sacred without spectacle. Process resists commodification. Meaning defies packaging. Value survives. Isolation trends knock loudly. Purpose does not answer. Waiting out noise saves energy. Energy fuels longevity. The loudest rooms forget yesterday. Archives remember detail. Detail preserves truth. Truth resists erasure. Work done with care travels further, not fast. The further lasts. Distance matters.
Circle tight, backs aligned, eyes forward. Breath stays controlled while noise builds. Entry comes without announcement, presence explains itself. Floor vibrates from footsteps layered in intent. Each voice sharpens the air. Overlap creates force, no space for hesitation. Names matter less than posture. History sits behind every word. Weak frames collapse under pressure. Strong frames absorb impact. Sound hits like a coordinated strike. Angles chosen with purpose, no wasted motion. Everything lands where playing. Talk travels fast in crowded rooms. Truth travels with armor. False confidence leaks early. Exposure follows arrogance. Hands steady while mouths move. Gesture confirms meaning. Threat assessment runs constant. Awareness never powers down. No single path leads here. Different routes converge. Styles clash and lock. Unity forms through friction. Walls sweat from old battles. Energy lingers in corners. Every echo remembers force. Nothing here feels temporary. Training hides inside repetition. Practice sharpens reaction. Reaction beats calculation. Speed favors those prepared. The code stays internal. Outsiders miss signals. Language folds into itself. Understanding demands proximity. Crowds step back instinctively. Air tightens near confrontation. Respect grows from distance kept. Space becomes currency. Voices cut through static. Each tone distinct. No one fades in the background. Contrast strengthens presence. Flames from stacks when alignment holds. Disorder gets redirected. Chaos bends into structure. Control emerges from volume. No polished edges offered. Raw surface grips better. Smoothness slips under stress. Texture keeps hold. Eyes track everything at once. Peripheral vision works overtime. Blind spots invite damage. Coverage save lives. Every line thrown test balance. Every response resets hierarchy. Dominance stays fluid. Status updates constantly. Nothing decorative enters the space. Function rules design. Excess gets stripped. Utility remains. Pressure exposes weak joints. Silence follows collapse. Strength stays loud without shouting. Authority never begs. Collective weight multiplies force. Single strikes fade faster. Synchronizing 10/1 resistance. Numbers move differently together. No hero stands alone. Spotlights fracture formation. Ego disrupts flow. Discipline restores order. Sound carries warning. Timing delivers consequence. Late reactions pay interest. Early moves secure ground. This environment rewards readiness. Improvisation punches respect. Freeze invites take over. Motion preserve control. Glances exchange calculations. No smiles wasted. Signals stay brief. Efficiency saves energy. Rumors crumble on contact. Reality holds shape. False fronts crack. Authentic force remains intact. Opposition studies from afar. Distance limits understanding. What looks chaotic follows plan. What seems random follows code. Intensity stays measured. No frenzy allowed. Calm sharpens execution. Clarity guides impact. Every member guards the perimeter. Front and rear covered. No exposed angles. Defense enables offense. The air tastes metallic. Tension charges atmosphere. Expectation thickens silence. Release arrive sudden. No permission requested. Entry claim. Territory acknowledged. Boundaries enforced. Sound layers like armor plates. Each edition reinforces core. Weak links get reinforced or removed. Integrity stays non-negotiable. Challenges surface without invitation. Response arrives immediate. Delays signal weakness. Speed communicates.
certainty. This is not display, this is function. Observation replaces explanation, results in debate. Individual skill sharpens collective edge protects individual space. Balance maintains dominance, imbalance invites collapse. The structure adapts, mid-motion adjustments happen. Lab rigidity snaps, flexibility survives. Every encounter leaves data refines approach. Refinement improves efficiency sustains power. Crowd sense danger before proof. Instinct reads alignment, confidence radiates quietly. Fear recognizes authority. No exit without awareness, no entrance without intent. Movement stays deliberate, randomness stays outside. This force does not delude, expansion respects core. Growth strengthens foundation supports reach. Sound fades, presence remains, echoes linger. Memory lock, sequence lesson absorb. No slogans conclude this, no banners raised. Understanding arrives through proximity. Those attentive endure.
Pressure hits the page, the moment thought turns sharp. Language bends into weapons through control and intent. Syllables stack with weight like calibrated steel. Every line lands measured and exact. Sound moves with authority, no rush, no drift. Time unlocks tight to breathe and pulse. Cadence stays disciplined. Words slice clean without decoration. Excess stripped down to function, meaning rides momentum. Momentum never stumbles. Each sentence tests balance and force. Precision outruns volume. Skill speaks before volume rises. Impact follows structure. Vocabulary turns into architecture. Angles align, foundations hold. Weak framing collapses fast. This voice occupies space through clarity. No filler travels alongside it. Each phrase earns position, nothing floats. Confidence is steady without display. Posture stays upright. Control replaces noise. Presence handles explanation. Bars link through logic, impression. No gaps leak energy. Thought remains continuous. Execution stays ruthless. Every comparison favors preparation. Opposition fades through contrast. Technique exposes distance. Hierarchy becomes obvious. Breath control governs delivery. Pacing dictates dominance. Speed answers command. Silence lands harder than chatter. Lines twist internally with purpose. Internal rhyme reinforces spine. Structure resists fatigue. Endurance shows craft. Metaphor stays sharp and functional. Imagery supports strike. No abstraction wastes motion. Directness wins exchanges. The page becomes training ground. Repetition sharpens instinct. Instinct guides placement. Placement determines outcome. This approach values density. Every word carries load. Redundancy finds no shelter. Efficiency rules all choices. Rhythm stays locked without strain. Flow adapts mid-motion. Adaptation keeps advantage. Rigidity snaps under pressure. Each bar checks the previous. Escalation stays intentional. Stagnation never appears. Forward motion remains constant. Sound waves travel with authority. No permission requested. Space yields naturally. Respect follows execution. Language refuses compromise. Clarity defeats confusion. Confidence defeats doubt. Skill defeats spectacle. Syllables interlock like gears. Rotation stays smooth. Friction fuels energy. Momentum increases. Patterns shift without warning. Predictability finds no comfort. Anticipation fails. Surprise secures control. Each concept stands on merit. No borrowed weight attached. Original thought sustains power. Imitation loses shape. Voice remains grounded through discipline. Tone stays unwavering. Emotion never hijacks focus. Focus sharpens delivery. This writing tests endurance. Long form maintains tension. Attention holds without gimmicks. Substance sustains interest. Every sentence tightens grip. No release offered early. Patience reward. Those listening, those rushing fall behind. Sound design exists through phrasing. Cadence scopes atmosphere. The atmosphere amplifies message. Message lands heavy. Lines arrive stacked with intention. No retreat built in. Forward pressure dominates space. Opposition yields through attrition. This craft respects lineage. Technique honor through study. Study transforms into mastery. Mastery speaks plainly. No slogans interrupt thought. No chorus dilutes message. Continuity defines structure. Structure supports force. Complexity hides inside simplicity. Clean surfaces mass depth. Depth reveals itself over time. Time favors preparation. Each idea arrives sharpened. No hesitation marks entry. Confidence reads clearly. Authority settles and language behaves like a blade. Maintenance keeps edge alive. Neglect dulls impact. Discipline preserves sharpness. Rhythm breathes with intent. Breath controls pace. Pace dictates pressure. Pressure dictates outcome. No emotional pleading appears. Conviction handles persuasion. Certainty drives engagement. Engagement rewards control. Bars test limits of alignment. Alignment holds firm. Balance sustains flow. Flow carries dominance. This presence refuses dilution. Mass approval holds no value. Precision defines worth. Worth stands in independent. Every line reinforces stance. No contradiction leaks through. Consistency builds trust. Trust confirms rank. Sound remains heavy without excess. Weight distributed evenly. Nothing tips balance. Control of thought leads movement. Movement shapes cadence. Cadence defines identity. Identity asserts itself. This delivery respects craft. Craft rewards patience. Patience outlasts trends. Trends dissolve fast. Execution remains final authority. No debate invited. Outcome ends. Discussion results speak loud. Each phrase earns position through effort. Effort compounds strength. Strength radiates calm. Calm intimidates competition. This approach leaves residue. Memory retains impact. Echoes linger. Silence follows. Language ends where control peaks. Nothing extra offered. Completion feels decisive. Presence remains. No hook required. No summary needed. Skill stands exposed. Evaluation becomes immediate. This writing exists as proof. Proof requires no defense. Competence confirms itself. Morning light spills through dusted glass. It touches frames left crooked on purpose. Photographs hold still while years move. Faces smile without knowing endings. Streets remember footsteps better than names. Concrete keeps heat from old summers. Laughter once bounced between walls now. Silence fills the gaps. I measure time through absence. Chairs left empty speak loud. Voices echo inside memory. Sound fades slower than faces. Back then days felt endless. Risk felt distant. Choices felt light. Weight arrived later. We chased motion without maps. Speed mattered more than direction. Momentum felt like freedom. Freedom hit its cost. Sirens blended into routine. Warnings became background noise. Nobody thought about tomorrow. Tomorrow arrived anyway. I learned loss through repetition. One phone call, then another. Each name carved deeper. Grief stacked quietly. Friends talked about futures. Plans spoken with confidence. Jobs, love, stability. Time interrupted every sentence. Corners still look familiar. Yet energy feels altered. Places remain while people shift. Context rewrites meaning. I walk slower now. Not from weakness, from awareness. Observation replaced impulse. Memory edits scenes unfairly. Softens edges, sharpens regret. Truth sits somewhere between. Mistakes replay during quiet hours. Not for punishment, for instruction. Lessons stay expensive. I watch younger faces rush past. Same fire in their eyes. Same certainty in movement. Same blindness to outcome. Words fail, experience diffuses, transfer. Time insists on teaching alone. Night brings reflection without mercy. Ceilings listen patiently. Thoughts wander through old conversations. Unfinished sentences linger. There was a moment when direction shifted. No sound marked it, no sign announced it. Only aftermath revealed change. Pain matured into perspective. Anger cooled into clarity. Revenge lost appeal. Peace gained value. I stopped counting victories. Started counting days lived right. Integrity replaced applause. Quiet became rewarding. Graves teach faster than mentors. Stones speak without exaggeration. Dates compress lifetimes. Names demand respect. I visit places tied to laws. Not for sadness, for grounding. Roots remind balance. Music carry ghosts gently. Melodies hold emotional weight. Certain notes reopen waves. Memories step forward uninvited. The past does not ask permission. It enters freely. Sometimes welcome. Sometimes heavy. I forgive myself in stages, not fully. Progress takes patience, healing respects rhythm. Survival once felt heroic, now it feels normal. Living well feels harder. Responsibility grows heavier. I choose words with care. Tone matters more than volume. Honesty cuts clean. Silence supports truth. Some nights feel crowded with thoughts, others feel empty. Both teach something. Contrast sharpens awareness. I notice details missed before body language. Subtle pause, unspoken fear. Experience sharpens empathy, softens judgment, hardens principles. Balance stays fragile. There were friends who drifted, no conflict involved. Life pulled differently, distance wrote its own ending. I stopped chasing approval. Approval shifts too fast. Self-respect stays stable. Stability brings calm. I see my reflection clearer now. Lines mark experience, not defeat. Evidence of endurance. Dreams change shape, not scale. Meaning matters more than display. Purpose matured. I understand elders better. Their silence carried lessons. Patience hid wisdom. Calm masked history. I replay laughter often, not to escape, to remember warmth. Joy deserves space. Loss taught me gratitude. Presence gained value. Moments stopped feeling disposable. Attention became deliberate. I speak names internally. Honor feels personal. Memory keeps them present. Legacy lives through action. I choose to move forward intact, not hardened, not naive, aware. Time keeps moving without concern. It erases nothing, it layers everything. Perspective deepens, I accept unfinished chapters. Closure rarely arrives neatly. Life continues regardless. Acceptance frees energy. Some wounds never close fully. They stop bleeding, they remain sensitive. Sensitivity keeps humanity intact. I learned strength looks quiet, consistency matters. Promises kept privately, character shows under pressure. I walk with intention now, steps grounded, eyes open, mind steady. The past walks beside me, not behind, not ahead, aligned. Remembrance shapes direction, pain informs compassion. History guides choices, growth honors loss. I carry lessons forward, not as burden as compass. Memory gives direction. The future feels uncertain, yet less frightening. Experience builds confidence. Preparation replaces fear. I breathe deeper these days. Air feels earned. Life feels fragile. Fragility increases care. I stand where time placed me, not bitter, not complacent, present. Reflection does not weaken, resolve it, sharpens it. Understanding deepens commitment, commitment shapes tomorrow. Those gone remain teachers, their absence speaks, their presence persists internally. Guidance survives. I move forward with respect. I move forward with respect. I move forward with respect.
The room stays quiet enough to hear intent. Dust floats above equipment like witnesses. No applause needed for function. Work speaks through repetition. Screens glow without promising reward. Numbers move while ethics stay still. Choice defines direction every time. Shortcuts whisper loud lies. Trends rotate fast like cheap wheels. Paint pills once pressure hits. What lasts carries weight. What shines fades early. Voices ask for something simpler, less edge, more comfort. Comfort dulls precision. Precision builds legacy. The system loves copies. They stack neatly on shelves. Originals resist packaging. Resistance costs time. Hands adjust levels with patience. Balance matters more than volume. Clarity survives noise. Excess collapse structure. Fame tempts with speed. Speed ignores consequences. Whimsun without control crashes. Control outlives momentum. Crowds react to familiarity. They clap before listening. Repetition trains expectation. Expectation strangles growth. Sound carries intention and nothing. Empty polish reflects emptiness. Depth resists mass production. Meaning demands effort. Contracts promise reach. They demand compromise. Ink binds more than paper. Freedom pays up front. Marketing speaks louder than craft, numbers shadow over substance. Charts forget quickly, principles remember forever. Rooms filled with borrowed styles, mirrors line the walls. Everyone watching, everyone few building anything. Authenticity scares committees, it refuses instruction. Unpredictable ideas disrupt schedules. Schedules value safety, polish hides cracks briefly. Pressure exposes structure, only solid frames endure. Foundation decides lifespan. Language sharpens when honest, blunt truth cuts through pattern. No decoration required, message stands alone. Mass approval flattens edges, edges define character. Smooth surfaces slide away, grip requires texture. Money chases reflection, reflection bends. Identity stretched, too thin snaps. Integrity holds shape, silence protects process. Progress hates interruption, announcements invite interference. Results arrive quietly. Fashion cycles heat themselves. Yesterday returns with new labels. Substance never left it weighted. Mentors speak without microphones. Lessons pass hand to hand. History teaches without hype. Those listening survive longer. Craft grows slow by design. Rushing skips understanding. Understanding builds control. Control frees expression. Noise competes for attention. Attention fragments focus. Focus produces quality. Quality ignores trends. Labels love predictability. Predictability sells. Sales expire. Relevance fades. Purpose stays immune to seasons. It adjusts without bending. Adaptation differs from surrender. Line stays clear. Every choice writes alignment. Every compromise leaves residue. Residue accumulates quietly. Clean up costs more later. The market rewards. Surface early. Depth collects value slowly. Time judges fairly. Patience wins long games. Echoes of borrowed voices fill rooms. Original tone sounds foreign. Foreign scares investor. Safety repeats itself. Tools do not define outcome. Hands guide direction. Skill outlast. Equip. Knowledge compounds. Critics chase novelty. Novelty expires fast. Consistency builds trust. Trust survives cycles. Work happens off schedule. Away from spotlights. Process dislike spectators. Growth prefers solitude. Reputation forms from pattern. One hit means little. Sustained intent. Proves stance. History tallies behavior. Decks of choices reveal priorities. Corners cut weak in structure. Care sharpens edges. Details decide quality. Mainstream pass widen quickly. They dilute meaning. Narrow roads test resolve. Resolve builds voice. Feedback arrives from every side. Most noise lacks value. Discernment filter signal. Silence clarifies. Creators face mirrors daily. Reflection asks questions. Answers demand honesty. Honesty rejects shortcuts. The crowd moves together. Individuals disappear inside a distinct vision. Requires distance. Distance cause comfort. Formulas repeat because they work for numbers. Numbers ignore soul. Soul ignores metrics. Time exposes motivation. Quick gains fade. Long intent compounds. Legacy forms quietly. Influence follows consistency, not popularity. Spikes drop fast. Plateaus build strength. Every verse a stroke carries stance. Neutrality favors profit. Position invites resistance. Resistance proves purpose. Sound built for everyone fits. No one specific intent cuts deeper depth. Attracts those ready. Others move on. Creation stays sacred without spectacle. Process resists commodification. Meaning defies packaging. Value survives. Salation trends knock loudly. Purpose does not answer waiting out. Noise saves energy. Energy fuels longevity. The loudest rooms forget yesterday. Archives remember detail. Detail preserves truth. Truth resists erasure. Work done with care travels further, not faster. Further lasts. Distance matters. Approval feels warm briefly. Cold returns fast. Self-respect sustains heat. Heat drives motion. Each decision stacks alignment. Small shifts redirect paths.
Pressure hits the page the moment thought turns sharp. Language bends into weapons through controlling intent. Syllables stack with weight like calibrated steel. Every line lands measured in exact. Sound moves with authority. No rush, no drift. Timing locks tight to breathe and pulse. Cadence stays disciplined. Words sliced clean without decoration. Excess stripped down to function. Meaning rise momentum. Momentum never stumbles. Each sentence tests balance and force. Precision outruns volume. Skill speaks before volume rises. Impact follows structure. Vocabulary turns into a texture. Angels align line foundations hold weak, framing collapses fast. This voice occupies space through clarity. No filler travels alongside it. Each phrase earns position, nothing floats. Confidence sits steady without display. Posture stays upright. Control replaces noise. Presence handles explanation. Bars linked through logic and pressure. No gaps leak energy. Thought remains continuous. Execution stays ruthless. Every comparison favors preparation. Opposition fades through contrast. Technique exposes distance. Hierarchy becomes obvious. Breath control governs delivery. Pacing dictates dominance. Speed answers command. Silence lands harder than chatter. Lines twists internally with purpose. Internal rhyme reinforces spine structure. Resists fatigue. Endurance shows craft. Metaphors they sharpen functional. Imagery supports strike. No abstraction. Waste motion. Directness wins exchanges. The page becomes training ground. Repetition sharpens instinct. Instinct guides placement. Placement determines outcome. This approach values density. Every word carries low redundancy. Finds no shelter. Efficiency rules all choices. Rhythm stays locked without strain. Flow adapts mid-motion. Adaptation keeps advantage. Rigidity snaps under pressure. Each bar checks the previous. Escalation stays intentional. Stagnation never appears. Forward motion remains constant. Sound waves travel with authority. No permission requested. Space yields naturally. Respect follows execution. Language refuses compromise. Clarity defeats confusion. Confidence defeats doubt. Skill defeats spectacle. Syllables interlock like gears. Rotation stays smooth. Friction fuels energy. Mason increases. Pattern shift without warning. Predictability finds no comfort. Anticipation fails. Surprise secures control. Each concept stands on merit. No borrow. Weight attach. Original thought sustains power. Imitation loses shape. Voice remains grounded through discipline. Tone stays unwavering. Emotion never hijacks focus. Focus sharpness delivery. This writing tests endurance. Long form maintains tension. Attention holds without gimmick. Substance sustains interest. Every sentence tightens grip. No release offered early. Patience rewards those listening. Those rushing fall behind. Sound design exists through phrasing. Cadence scopes. Atmosphere. Atmosphere amplifies message. Message lands heavy. Lines arrive stacked with intention. No retreat built in forward. Pressure dominates space. Opposition yields through attrition. This craft respects lineage. Technique honor through study. Study transforms into mastery. Mastery speaks plainly. No slogans interrupt thought. No chorus dilutes message. Continuity defines structure. Structure supports force. Complexity hides inside simplicity. Clean surfaces mass depth. Depth reveals itself over time. Time favors preparation. Each idea arrives sharp and no hesitation. Marks entry. Confidence reads clearly. Authority settles and language behaves like a blade. Maintenance keeps edge alive. Neglect dulls impact. Discipline preserves sharpness. Rhythm breathes with intent. Breath controls pace. Pace dictates pressure. Pressure dictates outcome. No emotional pleading appears. Conviction handles persuasion. Certainty drives engagement. Engagement rewards control. Balls test limits of alignment. Alignment holds firm. Balance sustains flow. Flow carries dominance. This presence refuses dilution. Mass approval holds no value. Precision defines worth. Worth stands independent. Every line reinforces stance. No contradiction leaks through consistency. Builds trust. Trust confirms rank. Sound remains heavy without excess weight. Distributed evenly. Nothing tips balance. Control remains total. Thought leads movement. Movement shapes cadence. Cadence defines identity. Identity asserts itself. This deliver respects craft. Craft rewards patience. Patience outlasts trends. Trends dissolve fast. Execution remains final. Authority. No debate invited. Outcome ends discussion. Results speak loud. Each phrase earns show wakes. Left an extra off. And completion feels decisive. Presence from me. Lessons from me. Lessons from me. Lessons from me.
Never spelled out a main lane. Never spelled out a main lane.
Morning light spills through dusted glass. It touches frames left crooked on purpose. Photographs hold still while years move. Faces smile without knowing endings. Streets remember footsteps better than names. Concrete keeps heat from old summers. Laughter once bounced between walls. Now silence fills the gaps. I measure time through absence. Chairs left empty speak loud. Voices echo inside memory. Sound fades slower than faces. Back then days felt endless, risk felt distant, choices felt light. Weight arrived later. We chased motion without maps, speed mattered more than direction. Momentum felt like freedom, freedom hit its cost. Sirens blended into routine, warnings became background noise. Nobody thought about tomorrow, tomorrow arrived anyway. I learned lost the repetition, one phone call, then another. Each name carved deeper, grief stacked quietly. Friends talked about futures, plans spoken with confidence. Jobs, love, stability. Time interrupted every sentence. Corners still look familiar, yet energy feels altered. Places remain while people shift. Context rewrites meaning. I walk slower now, not from weakness, from awareness. Observation replaced impulse. Memory edits scenes unfairly, softens edges, sharpens regret. Truth sits somewhere between. Mistakes replay during quiet hours, not for punishment. For instruction, lessons stay expensive. I watch younger faces rush past. Same fire in their eyes, same certainty in movement, same blindness to outcome. I wanna warn them, words fail, experience refuses transfer. Time insists on teaching alone. Night brings reflection without mercy. Ceilings listen patiently. Thoughts wander through old conversations. Unfinished sentences linger. There was a moment when direction shifted. No sound marked it, no sign announced it. Only aftermath revealed change. Pain matured into perspective. Anger cooled into clarity. Revenge lost appeal. Peace gained value. I stopped counting victories. Started counting days lived right. Integrity replaced applause. Quiet became rewarding. Graves teach faster than mentors. Stones speak without exaggeration. Dates compress lifetimes. Names demand respect. I visit places tied to loss, not for sadness, for grounding. Roots remind balance. Music carry ghosts gently. Melodies hold emotional weight. Certain notes reopen wounds. Memory step forward uninvited. The past does not ask permission. It enters freely, sometimes welcome, sometimes heavy. I forgive myself in stages, not fully. Progress takes patience, healing respects rhythm. Survival once felt heroic, now it feels normal. Living well feels harder, responsibility grows heavier. I choose words with care, tone matters more than volume. Honesty cuts clean, silence supports truth. Some nights feel crowded with thoughts, others feel empty. Both teach something. Contrast sharpens awareness. I notice details missed before. Body language, subtle pause, unspoken fear. Experience sharpens empathy, softens judgment, hardens principles. Balance stays fragile. There were friends who drifted, no conflict involved. Life pulled differently, distance wrote its own ending. I stopped chasing approval, approval shifts too fast. Self-respect stays stable, stability brings calm. I see my reflection clearer now. Lines mark experience, not defeat, evidence of endurance. Dreams changed shape, not scale. Meaning matters more than display, purpose matured. I understand elders better, their silence carried lessons. Patience hid wisdom, calm masked history. I replay laughter often, not to escape, to remember warmth. Joy deserves space. Loss taught me gratitude, presence gained value. Moments stopped feeling disposable. Attention became deliberate. I speak names internally, honor feels personal. Memory keeps them present, legacy lives through action. I choose to move forward intact, not hard and not naive. Aware time keeps moving without concern. It erases nothing, it layers everything. Perspective deepens, I accept unfinished chapters. Closure rarely arrives neatly. Life continues regardless, acceptance frees energy. Some wounds never close fully, they stop bleeding. They remain sensitive, sensitivity keeps humanity intact. I learned strength looks quiet, consistency matters. Promises kept privately, character shows under pressure. I walk with intention now, steps grounded, eyes open, mind steady. The past walks beside me, not behind, not ahead, aligned. Remembrance shapes direction, pain informs compassion. History guides choices, growth honors loss. I carry lessons forward, not as burden as compass. Memory gives direction. The future feels uncertain, yet less frightening. Experience builds confidence, preparation replaces fear. I breathe deeper these days, air feels earned, life feels fragile, fragility increases care. I stand where time placed me, not bitter, not complacent, present. Reflection does not weaken resolve, it sharpens it. Understanding deepens commitment. Commitment shapes tomorrow. The no still got it. The no still got it. The no still got an age. The no still got an age.
Cold concrete under thin soles. Pressure starts before sunrise without ceremony. Breath measured, jaw set, focus narrowed. Silence sharp enough to cut doubt. Hallways smell like old paint and caution doors. Remember hands better than names. Locks listen, hinges. Judge time in every entrance demands intent. Eyes move first, words follow later. Talk stays minimal to reduce surface area. Loose language invites collision. Precision keeps skin intact. Corners teach posture. Shoulder square without invitation. Weak angles get exploited fast. Balance decides outcome. Fear shows in unnecessary motion. Extra steps, extra noise. Confidence stays economical. Nothing wasted. Stairs linger too long across cracked tiles. Respect forms from distance maintained. Crowds shrink when tension expands. Space turns tactical. Paper stacks shift locations quietly. Ink carries weight beyond numbers. Ownership stays temporary. Control stays conditional. Steel hides under fabric without drama. No speech is attached. Preparation stays private. Survival dislikes witnesses. Reflections split across dark windows. Multiple versions watching back. Identity adapts per block. Consistency stays internal. Old grudges ferment behind casual smiles. Memory keeps receipts. Forgiveness feels expensive. Caution feels affordable. Voices test volume near opportunity. Whispers outperform shouts attention. Taxes progress hard. Low profile protects margins. Steps echo down stairwells. Rhythm reveals intent. Hesitation writes headlines. Commitment moves clean. Cold air tightens knuckles. Muscles remember training. Reaction beats philosophy. Instinct outruns doubt. Stories circulate where edits. Truth loses mass in transit. Reputation moves faster than fact. Correction arrives late. Night compresses time. Minutes thicken with consequence. Decisions stack without pause. Delay compounds damage. Walls absorb threats without comment. Paint peels from previous errors. Lessons remain intact. Environment never forgets. Loyalty fractures under bright pressure. Spotlights expose weak joints. Consistency earns quiet allies. Noise attracts predators. Windows glow with private calculations. Each light holds a different agenda. Nobody narrates intentions. Outcomes speak alone. Footpaths wear grooves of repetition. Rights chosen through elimination. Mistakes cost more after dark. Experience trims options. Hands learn weight through repetition. Grip adjusts without thought. Tools feel familiar. Comfort grows dangerous. Rain blurs lines between curb and street. Traction fades. Balance tested. Sure-footed matters more than speed. Stability wins exchanges. Sirens slice through background. Static conversation pauses on cue. No one reacts openly. Normalcy wears masks. Pride inflates risk profiles. Ego leaks information. Discipline seals edges. Survival favors restraint. Eyes track movement and reflections. Glass doubles awareness. Threats announce themselves indirectly. Observation saves energy. Rooms shrink when intentions clash. Oxygen thins fast. Dominance shows through stillness. Control resists panic. Paper promises dissolve under strain. Actions carry permanent ink. Words depreciate quickly. Results settle accounts. Old heads sit back cataloging patterns. Warnings stay internal. Experience speaks through silence. Youth learns through scars. Adrenaline sharpens perception. Time fragments. Moments stretching the corridors. Focus stays tight. Trust forms through repetition alone. One act proves nothing. History weighs heavy. Consistency buys access. Noise complaints mask real problems. Surface issues distract watchers. Movement continues underneath. Operations prefer cover. Cold metal against skin reminds purpose. No romance attached. Utility rules choices. Sentiment slows reaction. Glances exchange more than greetings. Threat assessment happens instantly. Language remains optional. Body speaks fluently. Streets teach efficiency through consequence. Mistakes receive feedback fast. Correction demands adaptation. Stubbornness bleeds resources. Lights flicker overhead. Power feels unreliable. Contingencies multiply. Preparation offsets. Chance elevated tracks. Thunder above. Timing pauses again. Windows rattle without apology. Patience stays stays mandatory. Cash flows tight to reduce noise. Even money learns discretion. Flash invites friction. Subtlety preserves margin. Breathing stays shallow in enclosed spaces. Airfields borrow. Exit routes stay mapped. Containment raises stakes. Rumors inflate danger. Reality stays brewed enough. Underestimation kills faster. Respect calibrates threat. Every night repeats with variation. Pattern shifts slightly. Attention catches differences. Survival thrives on detail. Eyes burn from lack of rest. Alertness refuses compromise. Sleep fragments in the intervals. Readiness stays constant. Morning light exposes debris. Nothing resets fully. Problems linger. Only tempo changes. Steam rises from grates. Heat fights cold briefly. Balance returns slowly. Cycle continues.
No hero stands alone. No hero stands alone. Yeah. Circle tight. No hero stands alone. Circle tight, backs aligned, eyes forward. Bridge stays controlled while noise builds. Entry comes without announcement. Presence explains itself. Floor vibrates from footsteps layered in intent. Each voice sharpens the air. Overlap creates force. No space for hesitation. Names matter less than posture. History sits behind every word. Weak frames collapse under pressure. Strong frames absorb impact. Sound hits like a coordinated strike. Angles chosen with purpose. No wasted motion. Everything lands with plan. Talk travels fast in crowded rooms. Truth travels with armor. False confidence leaks early. Exposure follows arrogance. Hands steady while mouths move. Gesture confirms meaning. Threat assessment runs constant. Awareness never powers down. No single path leads here. Different routes converge. Styles clash and lock. Unity forms through friction. Walls swept from old battles. Energy lingers in corners. Every echo remembers force. Nothing here feels temporary. Training hides inside repetition. Practice sharpens reaction. Reaction beats calculation. Speed favors those prepared. The code stays internal. Outsiders miss signals. Language folds into itself. Understanding demands proximity. Crowds step back instinctively. Air tightens near confrontation. Respect grows from distance kept. Space becomes currency. Voices cut through static. Each tone distinct. No one fades in the background. Contrast strengthens presence. All main stacks. When alignment hold disorder gets redirected. Chaos bends into structure. Control emerges from volume. No polished edges offered. Raw surface grips better. Smoothness slips under stress. Texture keeps hold. Eyes track everything at once. Peripheral vision works overtime. Blind spots invite damage. Coverage saves lives. Every line thrown tests balance. Every response resets. Hierarchy dominant stays fluid. Status updates constantly. Nothing decorative enters the space. Function rules design. Excess gets stripped. Utility remains. Pressure exposes weak joints. Silence follows collapse. Strength stays loud without shouting. Authority never begs. Collective weight multiplies force. Single strikes fade faster. Synchronize intent. Overwhelm resistance. Numbers move different. Linked together. No hero stands alone. Spotlights fracture formation. Ego disrupts flow. Discipline restores order. Sound carries warning. Timing delivers consequence. Late reactions pay interest. Early moves secure ground. Ifs and volume of rewards. Readiness and process that moors respect. Freeze invites. Takeover motion preserves control. Glances exchange calculations. No smiles wasted. Signals stay brief. Efficiency saves energy. Rumors crumble on contact. Reality holds shape. False fronts crack. Authentic force remains intact. Opposition studies from afar. Distance limits understanding. What looks chaotic follows plan. What seems random follows code. Intensity stays measured. No frenzy allowed. Calm sharpens execution. Clarity guides impact. Every member guards the perimeter. Front and rear cover. No exposed angles. Defense enables offense. The air tastes metallic. Tension charges atmosphere. Expectation thickens. Silence release arrives sudden. No permission requested. Entry claim. Territory acknowledged. Boundaries enforced. Sound layers like armor plates. Each edition reinforces core. Weak links get reinforced or removed. Integrity stays non-negotiable. Challenges surface without invitation. Response arrives immediate. Delay signal weakness. Speed communicates certainty. This is not display. This is function. Observation replaces explanation, results in debate. Individual skill sharpens collective edge protects individual space. Balance maintains dominance, imbalance invites collapse. The structure adapts, motion adjustments happen, live. Rigidity snaps, flexibility survives. Every encounter leaves data, refines approach. Refinement improves efficiency sustains power. Crowd sense danger before proof. Instinct reads alignment, and confidence radiates. Quiet and clear, recognizes authority. No exit without awareness, no entrance without intent. Movement stays deliberate, randomness stays outside. This force does not dilute. Expansion respects core growth, strengthens foundation. Foundation supports reach, sound fades, presence remains. Echoes linger, memory lock, sequence lesson absorbed. No slogans conclude this. 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 Na 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 da. Na 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 na. Streets breathe lessons into every crack. Pavement teaches faster than classrooms. Eyes adjust to patterns of movement. Awareness replaces comfort. Survival starts as observation, not strength, not noise. Attention decides outcome. Crowd shift with invisible rules. Energy changes block by block. Posture speaks before language. Signals travel without sound. Systems press weight on the shoulders. Early pressure normalizes struggle. Struggle sharpens instincts. Instincts rewrite priorities. Every choice carries consequence. Small actions ripple out with timing matters more than force. Force without thought collapse. A corner train reaction speed. Trust forms slowly. Betrayal moves fast. Memory catalogs faces. Money circulates unevenly. Power hides behind paperwork. Authority disguises fear. Control relies on imbalance. Voices rise when truth threatens comfort. Silence greets inconvenient facts. Knowledge travels underground. Ignorance stays sponsored. Young minds inherit broken structures. Rules enforced selectively. Just a bends under influence. Survivor demands strategy. Eyes learn to read intent. Micro movements reveal plans. Confidence hides behind calm. Fear leaks through excess motion. Hands stay steady through repetition. Practice sharpens execution. Execution saves time. Time saves lives. Information costs effort. Effort filters commitment. Commitment builds resilience. Resilience outlasts chaos. Environment tests adaptability daily. Rigging thinking fractures. Flexibility absorbs shock. Adjustment preserves momentum. New cycles distract focus. Headlines rotate. Fear reality stays constant beneath noise. Truth demands digging. Police lights cut through darkness. Authority announces itself loudly. Safety remains conditional. Compliance does not guarantee peace. History repeats with new faces. Same scripts, different years. Lessons ignore return. Harsher anger feels justified. Early rage burns energy. Discipline channels force control. Multiplies impact. Education arrives to consequence. Mistakes leave marks. Experience edits behavior. Wisdom arrives scarred. Peer pressure rewards recklessness. Recklessness attracts headlines. Survival prefers patience. Patience rarely trends. Dreams form under pressure. Hope fights gravity. Purpose anchors movement. Direction stabilizes ambition. Language says assistance. Words organize thought. Thought directs action. Action reshapes environment. Oppression adapts quietly. Power never sleeps. Exploitation refines tactics. Awareness demand is evolution. Community forms through shared struggle. Unity amplifies voice. Isolation weakens defense. Collective effort shifts ground. Ego invites targeting. Humility preserves cover. Visibility increases risk. Low profile extends reach. Weapons appear in many forms. Misinformation, desperation, silence. Mental armor matters most. Belief system require maintenance. Doubt spreads unchecked. Confidence grows through proof. The streets reward pattern recognition. Repetition reveals traps. Traps reset quickly. Complacency pays. As music carries coded messages. Rhythm trains heartbeat. Lyrics transmit survival notes. Culture preserves memory. Resistance wears many faces. Some loud, some quiet, all intentional. Food doesn't shape behavior. Scarcity fuels conflict. Access defines outcome. Policy rights fade indirectly. Every generation faces its test. Different tools, same obstacles. Adaptation decides survival. Friends vanish through cycles. Incarceration, violence, distance. Loss matures perspective. Grief clarifies priorities. Presence gains value. Moments stop feeling disposable. Learning stays conspicuous. No graduation announced. Mastery remains temporary. Growth demands humility. Technolorates exposure. Surveillance expands reach. Privacy erodes slowly. Awareness stays essential. Propaganda sells comfort. Comfort dulls vigilance. Vigilance sustains freedom. Freedom demands upkeep. The system rewards compliance publicly. Punishes dissent quietly. Rebellion requires calculation. Impulse feeds opposition. Mental health strains under pressure. Trauma normalizes itself. Healing demands space. Space feels rare. Language of power disguises intent. Polishes frame as protection. Enforcement targets
selectively. Data reveals patterns, every block holds history. Unmarked stories linger, names forgotten publicly. Impact remains personal, trust builds through consistency. Words mean little alone, action verifies intent. Integrity yearns, loyalty, young voices challenge stagnation. Elders offer warnings, dialogue bridges gaps. Silence widens, then fear functions as control. Media amplifies threat, reality feels distant. Proximity reveals truth, economic traps recycle labor. Wealth concentrates upward, opportunity narrows downward. Mobility stalls, creativity resists confinement. Expression finds cracks, art documents struggle. Culture survives repression, night shifts. Thinking patterns sharpen the sharpness. Awareness, light exposes contradictions. Both teach lessons, choices narrow under stress. Focus intensifies, distraction fades, clarity emerges.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Thought rises past static and interference. Noise dissolves once altitude increases. Perspective stretches wider than rooftops. Patterns appear once distance grows. Mental elevation remove urgency. Reaction slows into calculation. Clarity replaces impulse. Vision sharpens without effort. Ideas float where pressure thins, breath steadies, focus expands, distractions lose gravity. Below, crowds chase reflections. Above, meaning consolidates, movement becomes intentional. Every step aligns with reason. The mind functions cleaner in open air, no clutter from expectation, no distortion from panic, only structure and awareness. Knowledge stacks like layered atmosphere. Each level filters distortion, truth travels lighter, falsehood sinks fast. Thought outruns emotion through discipline. Emotion waits for permission. Control governs expression. Expression reflects mastery. Language gains precision at height. Words land cleaner. Concepts interlock smoothly. Nothing collides by accident. Street lessons merge with cosmic scale. Ground wisdom meets abstract thought. Survival meets philosophy. Balance forms naturally. Observation replaces reaction. Reaction wastes energy. Energy conserved extends reach. Reach expands influence. From this vantage point, contradictions surface. Power structures reveal seams. Illusions flatten. Motives become transparent. Crowded narratives lose authority. Independent thought strengthens. Belief systems recalibrate. Autonomy sharpens intellect. Time feels different above the rush. Minutes stretch into insight. Urgency fades. Deliberation rules here. Ego carries no weight. Posturing evaporates. Substance defines presence. Presence sustains itself. Ideas move like constellations. Interconnected, ordered, purposeful. Each concept traces lineage. History informs trajectory. Trajectory predicts outcome. Outcome confirms principle. Material pursuits shrink in scale. Value shifts inward. Wealth measured through understanding. Understanding compounds endlessly. Words once spoken loosely gain gravity. Precision demanded. Intent scrutinized. Truth refined. Silence gains authority. Listening surpasses speaking. Reception outweighs projection. Wisdom favors patience. Conflict appears small from this range. Drama loses urgency. Revenge loses appeal. Resolution gains value. Patterns of manipulation become visible. Fear used as leverage. Ignorance monetized. Awareness disrupts systems. From here, movement below feels frantic. Speed mistaken for progress. Volume mistaken for impact. Direction mistaken for dominance. Calm outperforms chaos. Consistency outlasts intensity. Depth outlives flash. Stillness reveals strength. Thought travels uninterrupted. No advertisements, no coercion, no distortion. Mind operates in clean cycles. Input processed fully, output measured carefully. Efficiency improves, legacy emerges as responsibility. Influence treated cautiously. Messages crafted with care, consequences respected. Learning never pauses at altitude. Questions multiply. Curiosity sharpens, understanding deepens. Every belief faces inspection. Weak ones dissolve, strong ones adapt. Truth remains flexible yet firm. The world below chases certainty. Here uncertainty fuels growth. Exploration replaces fear. Inquiry replaces defense. Ideas breathe freely. No censorship from trend. No dilution from mass appeal. Integrity preserved. Strategic thinking replaces brute force. Planning surpasses reaction. Preparation ensures stability. Stability enables longevity. The mind sheds unnecessary armor. Defense is recalibrated. Openness returns. Strength remains intact. Observation turns inward as well. Self-examine honestly. Flaws acknowledged. Growth initiated. Past mistakes lose sting. They transform into data. Data informs adjustment. Adjustment refines character.
Memory serves navigation, not regret, not nostalgia. Reference. Emotion finds equilibrium, neither suppressed nor dominant. Balanced expression emerges, control maintained. Ambition refrains itself, not accumulation, not conquest, contribution. Thoughts align with long horizons, short-term wins lose appeal. Sustainable impact matters, time respected. Knowledge transfers through example, not command, not volume. Consistency teaches. The higher this mindset climbs, the quieter the need for validation. Approval loses currency, purpose gains authority. No applause required, no witnesses necessary. Work continues internally, results appear externally. Clarity feels expansive, not cold, not detached. Liberated, understanding connects disciplines. Science with spirit, logic with intuition, structure with creativity. Language becomes tool again, not decoration, not disguise, instrument. Every statement carries intention, every silence carries meaning. Communication tightens, misinterpretation fades. Awareness spreads without force. Those receptive rise, those resistant remain grounded. Gravity respects readiness. Power shifts from possession to perception. Seeing becomes advantage, knowing becomes leverage. Wisdom becomes shield. The air here feels thin yet pure. Breathe steady, thought light, focus unwavering.